Welcome back. Now the question arises, why are we having such a hard time accepting the influence of lifestyle on brain health as we already have for other chronic diseases? It's because of another enduring myth that the cause of Alzheimer's is one protein, amyloid. Well, now two proteins, amyloid and tau. These proteins have been known to be associated with Alzheimer's for many years and are seen in all Alzheimer's patients. So given that they have been seen in all patients for decades, it has become our singular target. We have learned a lot about these two proteins. Amyloid is a misfolded protein, a deformed protein, and is created when a normal protein goes through the neuron's wall and is cut in the wrong place. The product is a protein that starts clumping together and starts forming what we call amyloid plaques. Amyloid, even before it starts becoming plaques, starts seriously provoking the immune system of the brain, and what follows is a cascade that leads to damage to the connections between the neurons and ultimately cause cell death. The second protein, tau, is actually a molecule that binds these scaffoldings of the neurons called microtubules. The microtubule serves many important functions, such as a highway for transport, maintaining the structure, and so many other molecular functions of the cell. At some point, the tau molecules are phosphorylated, meaning that it was altered when a phosphate group is added to it, which ultimately leads to the tau molecule coming off of the scaffolding and clumping together into neurofibrillary tangles, which damages every aspect of the neuron. We have no doubt that these two proteins have a significant role in disease propagation, but we believe that for a majority of Alzheimer's patients, they are the downstream products and are usually promoted by upstream mechanisms, such as inflammation, oxidation, glucose dysregulation, and fat or lipid dysregulation. This massive myth is the central process that has misled us for decades and has cost us so much. It is time to bring complexity to our approach to this disease. Another myth has been that the answer to chronic diseases is going to be found in animal models of the disease. This has been disastrous to our search for a cure, and definitely disastrous to the poor mice. The idea is that if you change the genetics of the mouse, you have a problem that ultimately looks like Alzheimer's. Then one should be able to treat the genetic flaw that we have created to reverse or avoid Alzheimer's. Well, this was a nice idea, but a complete failure, unfortunately. You see, this approach has cured thousands of mice through dozens of different molecules, but none of which was able to do anything for humans with Alzheimer's. If we truly want to reverse the course of and possibly find a cure for brain diseases like Alzheimer's disease, we have to abandon the false models and myths and start looking into a more complex model. Basically how we looked into and found treatments for other chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, through lifestyle. We'll see you at the next video.